Hey, good evening. Or I guess it's afternoon for you, huh?
Well, kind of. It's evening. It's 4 o'clock. That's evening to
Okay.
me.
Well, good to
Beautiful
see you.
kitchen. I love your
What's
kitchen.
that? Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's good to see you.
You
Thank you
too.
for joining me. Appreciate it.
Hey, anytime. Anytime. Ooh, I see Abdul is here
Already? Oh, awesome.
already. Here and
Awesome.
accounted
Awesome.
for.
You're going to be my eyes, Auntie. You're going to have
Okay,
to read everything. And
I'll do that. I'll do that.
thank you. I
I got my
appreciate
big
it.
glasses on so I can see.
Wonderful. So we're all ready to go.
All right, all right.
So you wanted some blackened salmon.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Is that your favorite thing to eat?
No, but it's my healthiest thing to eat. It's one of my healthier favorites.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
good. I'm trying to get healthy too. I've got to get my cholesterol down. So, you
Yeah.
know, everybody's got their little thing they got to do. And it's not
Yeah.
easy. It's not easy to change your diet, you know?
Yeah. Um Mrs. Vegan has said hello and they're watching as well. And there's Thunder I wait a minute, back up. This thing disappears on me all the time.
That's
Thunder
okay. Thunder.
IUTU. Thunder IUTU is in the house. He says, "Hey Brandon." Vegan says, "Yes, sir." Vegan
Hey,
King
Thunder.
Auntie.
Thunder is a guy I work with.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna call him out when I see him.
um, Vegan, I believe, I only think you and John are the moderators. If you can control that, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, okay.
So, all right. Thank you. So I guess we're gonna get started.
Yeah.
Everybody ready?
And Vegan says you look amazing, chef,
Oh,
by the
oh,
way.
please, please. Um, the first thing that we're gonna do is I'm gonna make some pickled onions for the top of the tacos.
Cool.
Um, pickling onions is like a you pickle anything really, you know.
Hmm.
Um, in the restaurants, we get like cases of like jalapenos, and they if they are gonna start to go bad before we can use them, we just pickle them, and
Oh, okay.
then they last forever, you know.
Makes sense to me.
So
In today's economy, especially.
yeah, I'm actually double dipping with this because I'm gonna make some crispy buffalo onions with this
Ooh.
onion too
Oh,
as
that
well.
sounds good.
Those are amazing, and anytime I bring them home, they're usually eaten right away.
That
Even if I bring them for dinner or something,
makes sense.
because we use
And
them for like a green bean casserole,
that's fine.
and
Yeah, that sounds
they
good.
you mix them in.
Hmm.
All right, so we got those
Oh,
onions and stuff.
he's he's in tears. He's so proud of you.
Who's that?
Vegan, he's so proud of you.
Oh, I'm proud of him, man. He's my
Yeah,
brother. He's my brother from another mother.
from another mother. Hold on, I gotta reach over here and grab this.
How
Oh my goodness.
you doing today, Auntie?
I'm doing good. I had some disappointing news, but hey, I'm the
Me
comeback
too.
kid, so ain't too much I'm gonna complain about.
That's good.
Joan McGee says, "Are you doing blackened tacos?"
That's my mother. And
Oh, that's
yes,
your
mom, I am.
mom.
Yes, mom, I
Oh,
am. I'm doing blackened salmon tonight.
okay. Well, cool. She's
All
in
right.
the house as well. It's a family tradition, I guess. About to start here.
I guess so. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pickle some of these onions, and
Hmm.
easiest way to do it. Let's see. I tried to get everything organized, but you know, I'm a
Mhm.
mess. So.
I love your
What-
knife set.
What's that?
I love your knife set.
Oh, the one back there. That's
No,
all.
well, yeah, the one in front of you. I have that same set.
Oh, this one.
I
I
have the
inherited.
exact
I
same.
inherited it from my mother, actually.
Did you?
Yes, she's the one that gave it to us.
Okay. Well, she gets to
So,
see it in action now.
yes, she does, and that's awesome. I've got vinegar. I'm putting in this pot, and I'm gonna add
Okay.
sugar. Not equal parts, but you want, you know,
Hmm.
enough
Okay.
sugar to go there. Now I'm gonna start boiling this,
Okay.
and it's gonna start the pickled onions. Um, I'm starting that because that's gonna take. You always start with the longest process when you're cooking something. When you're cooking a meal,
Uh
you
huh.
you, you start with what's gonna take the longest to do first,
Right.
and that's one of those. The blackened, to actually blacken the salmon is probably going to take about 8 minutes. I've got
Okay.
the oven preheated to 400 degrees,
Mm-hmm.
so we should be ready to go um, when it's time. Let's see, half of these I'm going to do for fried onions, and half of these I'm going to do for pickled onions.
Mm-hmm.
So
Cool. I love onions.
it's mostly things I'm making tonight are mostly the sides because like the
Okay.
blackened something's only going to take a a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all the different little sauces and stuff that we're gonna do. That's
Cool.
and that's
Cool.
what makes the taco because you add a little this, a little this, a little that.
Yeah. A little bit of everything.
Exactly. And I've got a story for you guys when I'm done.
Okay.
Um, Actually pertains to us, you know, in our
Okay.
Discord, and I was thinking about it the other night, and I'll tell you when we're done cooking.
Okay.
All
Cool.
right, so the first thing we're gonna do is my avocado slaw. All right,
Ooh.
at the
Uh-huh.
country club I work at, this is our recipe.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
I
So you
kind of
work at a country club.
yes,
Cool.
yeah.
So
It's
you hobnob. Do you like to hobnob?
no, there's not much hobnobbing with me.
No hobnobbing.
It's more yes, ma'am, yes, sir.
Yes, I'm sure that they love your delicacies.
I I do love your impression because some of those you hit it right on the other night, and yeah, it made me laugh. So, well, what? Excuse me.
Okay, I'll stop.
No, you're fine. You're fine, Auntie.
Okay,
Uh,
I can
so
be
what I got
myself.
in here is a little bit of honey.
Okay,
Okay. And what I'm gonna do is make the slaw dressing,
cool.
and how we're gonna do that is we're gonna take a little lime,
Mhm.
get the juice out of it. I don't know if you guys, everybody can see me, okay, right?
Can everybody see him? Can y'all see him? Okay. Put a one in the chat if you can see him. Okay.
Oh, there you go, Annie. You're an awesome co-host. Thank you. You'll be
Okay.
like
Tina
Ed
Brown said
McMahon.
yes. Everybody's saying yes.
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 Ha, ha. I don't think too many people got the Ed McMahon reference that you. Um, I did, of course.
Here's Brandon.
I think
Okay,
that's a
everybody
little
can
bit.
see you.
I think it's a little bit about past. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of mixing I use honey. Now you can use sugar if
Mm,
you're like Abdul doesn't use honey, which
mhm.
is fine. You can use it's just a sweetener. You can even use sativa or sweet and low or something like that. Um,
Okay.
But what I'm basically doing is just squeezing the lime juice, and I'm going to use that as the acid flavor,
Uh-huh.
acidity to it, to the slaw.
Cool.
Okay. So now that I got that mixed in with the honey and incorporated in it, ooh, I should put a little bit of salt in and get that dissolved too, because you want to put this in the liquid and dissolve the salt just so that you don't have the just so it incorporates easier. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that makes sense to you? All right, so I
Looks
got one
looks
Haas
really good.
avocado.
Ooh, avocado.
They're a little bit south of you, huh? I think California is the capital of the.
Yeah. Yeah, they are south of me. There's one state between the two of us, and that's Oregon.
Yeah, but I believe that they're the avocado capital of the world, or the United
Yeah.
States at least, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Among
might
other
just,
things.
I might just be talking smack. I don't know.
Okay, Joan wants to know, you stir after every addition?
No, you just. I'm showing you the process right now. You just kind of. Normally, I throw everything in the bowl at once, the honey and the sugar, or the
Mm-hmm.
honey and the salt, and then stir it. But I forgot to put
Mm-hmm.
the salt in because
Okay.
I'm nervous as hell because this is my first live.
Oh, sweetheart, don't be nervous. You're doing just fine. You're doing
I
just
know.
fine.
I know. So what I'm doing is now I'm taking a fork and I'm kind of mashing this avocado up in the lime juice and the honey.
Uh-huh.
And with normal coleslaw, you would instead of the avocado, you would add mayonnaise. You know,
Oh, okay.
that's what a slaw mix is made out of. Usually, it's just
Yes.
vinegar, sugar, and mayonnaise.
Mm-hmm.
However, we're changing this one to avocado.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if you can see what.
It's good
So
to
Andy,
go.
your husband's a minister. Is that what you said the
Yeah,
other day?
he's a pastor.
Oh, he's a pastor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. And I
Yeah,
said,
isn't it? How'd he get with me, huh? I call
oh,
dibs. I got him
I-
before Jesus did.
good for you, hon. Uh,
Yeah. I always tell folks, yeah, he was called to preach, not me.
yeah, wonderful. I've
Yes, sir.
little known fact. I actually became an ordained minister uh, via the online.
Really?
Yes. Excuse me one second.
Wow. It's interesting. I got a phone call from someone we all know. Literally a phone call. It was at 5:30 this morning. And no, well, I'm not gonna go off into it. I'll tell y'all in the Discord.
Oh,
It was
okay.
it was interesting. I'll just put it like that. Blue butterflies. Blue butterflies is in the
Oh,
house.
Blue. Hey,
Hello, Brandon.
I'm putting a
Yes.
little mayonnaise in here just to make it a little creamy,
All right.
and we're gonna
Quiet
mix it
Storm
in.
Nadizi is in the house. Got a full house.
Yes,
Save
indeed.
that
Thank you.
juice,
Thanks
Auntie.
everybody for
Save it.
being here. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm a little nervous. So I got some shredded cabbage right here. We're gonna throw
Uh-huh.
it right in there.
Nice.
Um, Now, if you guys don't want to, if you don't have time, you got kids, you just got to make dinner quick. You can do the same thing. Like what my family's eating right now is we buy the little chopped kits, and they
Okay.
come with the slaw and everything and the mix and everything like that. They got different
Mm-hmm.
flavors. You do
Yeah.
like this is just what we do at the club, and
Yeah,
there's
it looks
the two kind
good. It
of.
looks good. You got all your family here, Brandon. Everybody's here to support you. So
Oh,
don't
thank
get
you guys.
nervous. You just be yourself.
No,
You
I'm
got four.
always myself, Auntie. I'm not. I'm just. I don't know how to say it. I'm always social, no matter how nervous I
Uh-huh.
get. In fact, that actually eases me a lot.
Uh-huh.
When I am nervous, is talking to people,
Yes.
just being able to conversate and stuff. All right, that's the avocado slaw. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
All
Y'all
right,
see that? That looks good.
we're gonna set that aside because that's gonna go on
Okay.
top of it. That's gonna go on top of the tacos. Um, let's see. Yeah, it's interesting, Auntie, because in Florida they legalized gay marriage
Uh-huh.
years ago, but a lot of
Okay.
the churches wouldn't wouldn't marry. They refused to marry. They had the right to
Yeah.
refuse
Yeah.
gay couples. And I had several, friends that were gay, and I said, you know what? I'll become a minister. I'll marry you,
Uh-huh.
and that's what happened. I just went online, and so I'm not a real minister per se, but legally I am.
Oh, well
So
then that's what counts, right?
yeah,
You had a ministry of some sort.
yeah, I guess so. All right, so we've got this. You remember this water we had boiling, or this vinegar and sugar mixture that we had boiling?
Uh-huh.
So what we're gonna do is to pickle these red onions. Half of those are gonna be fried, half of those are gonna be pickled. So we're
Mm.
gonna do this. We're just gonna pour this boiling liquid over it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got it off camera, but I got film wrap.
Okay. Nikki, he's making blackened salmon tacos.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is keep that plastic wrap on nice and tight,
Okay.
so it retains the heat in there.
Okay.
And let the little guys sit. And I'm gonna set them off to the side, and they're just gonna start pickling as
Mm-hmm.
they as they're sitting there. You
How
know,
long does it take for them to pickle?
minutes.
Really?
Yeah, in 10 minutes you can have they'll be a little warm.
Uh-huh.
Usually you want to chill them, before you do them
Mm-hmm.
um, in a little thing like that. All right.
Cool.
So what do we got? Prep pickle onions, prep salsa. Okay, so I'm making two types of salsa today.
Okay.
I'm going to make a regular salsa, and I'm going to make a mango salsa. So I'm
Ooh.
making basically it's pico de gallo. I'm going to make and
Mm-hmm.
mango salsa.
That sounds
But I'm
good.
gonna,
That
do you like
sounds real good.
mangoes?
I love mangoes.
I do too.
I should have ate before I got on here.
Oh
No.
no, I'm sorry, hon.
I'm all right. I'm all right. Mangoes are
My
good.
wife got me this little bag, so I didn't have to keep leaving to throw stuff away, and I'm not using it.
Hmm.
So now I am. So good to go. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of chop this stuff up. We're gonna dice them. This is a poblano pepper, by the way. Do you have poblanos over by you,
I've
Auntie?
never heard of a poblano pepper.
Okay.
Where do they come from? Poblana?
I believe they come from Mexico, but I'm not 100% on that.
Hmm.
If anybody in the chat has got a comment, if they know where they come from,
Anybody know where pepper,
poblano peppers.
poblano peppers? That's Florida goodness. That Florida goodness. Is that where they come from? Vegan? They come from Florida?
I know you can grow them in Florida. I've grown them here before, but I don't know where they're.
Oh, Blue
They're
Butterfly
actually
says they're from Mexico and California.
okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Mexico.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay, Mexico. Yes.
So, Auntie,
Yes, sir.
it's always a pleasure listening to your chats.
Well,
I
thank
want to tell you
you.
that. I want to tell you that first and foremost. You're one of my favorite people to just sit and hang out after a rough day at work. That's
Well,
for sure.
thank you. Anytime, anytime. Glad to have you.
And if anybody's in the room is not subscribed to Auntie Mickey, please subscribe to her because she's awesome. She's a great conversationalist. That's what I
I
love.
talk too much. I talk a lot of shit.
But it's good. It's good.
I should have put a jacket on. Poblano peppers,
Are you
including
cold?
their ripened form, originate from Pueblo, Mexico. Let me get this. Let me.
No, go
Okay,
ahead. No, take care of
I,
the
I
chat.
was reading. I'm reading Vegan's chat. He was saying
No,
poblano
cool.
peppers,
Yeah.
including their ripened form, originate from Pueblo, Mexico. These peppers start as green and turn red as they mature on the plant. The red poblanos have a rich, and I don't see anything else after that.
They have a rich. I know what he's saying. They have a rich flavor.
Oh, there we go. There's a
All right.
recipe.
Imagine a green pepper,
Uh huh.
and then kick it up a few notches. Um, I wish I could show. I actually got a whole one right here. I can show you. You know how a green pepper is, right?
Oh yeah.
Now, if you look at the inside of this,
Uh
do you
huh.
see how thin the skin is?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, it's much thinner than a normal green pepper,
Right.
and it's packed with a lot of flavor. So
Hmm.
you're getting the intensity. It's kind of like when you use the Haas avocado. What we have is called the Florida avocado, those big ones.
Uh huh.
Okay, the Haas avocado is a smaller version.
Uh huh.
However, it's so much more flavorful than the larger one. That's kind of the
Cool.
same thing with the poblano and the green pepper. You know,
Cool. That's
so
awesome.
yeah. So I'm making and Auntie, I got some
Haitian avocado.
Haitian avocado. Is that what he
Yeah, I was
said?
looking. That's what Vegan wrote in the chat. Haitian avocado.
Well,
Do we have John in the chat too?
I, I hope he's here. He said he was going to be here.
Yeah, I think he is.
So Auntie,
Auntie is hungry.
I
Yes,
got
sir.
non-alcoholic just so that we can
Here, we'll
we don't go
toast.
downhill.
You got the beer and I got the
Cheers.
tea. Okay. There we go.
Uh-oh. I hope it doesn't go down south either way, you know?
Yep, John is here.
Hey, John!
John is here. Yes.
Did you guys hear his song they put out? It's on Spotify. I got it on
Is
my
it?
playlist at work now.
Stop.
It's awesome.
Man, I gotta go check that out.
Yeah, it's on Spotify. You can actually look him up and put him on your playlist.
Okay. I'll definitely
So now,
check that out. John
when
blowing
a
up
while ago,
already.
I used to tell John, I said, hey, if you can put music on, I can listen to you while I'm working, but I got to work with music generally,
Right.
because I'm there the
Right.
whole day. This is one bunch of cilantro, by the way. I'm
Oh,
going to just chop
cool.
it up, stems and all. You can use the stems.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to separate the leaves from the stems.
Okay.
But yeah, and then as soon as John, I guess he became a a rapper because so that I could listen to him
Uh-huh.
at work. I don't
It's
know if that's true,
it
but
said, okay, so John says it shows on Spotify that Brandon's hometown is #1 play of his Spotify so far.
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, John, I didn't know. Well, hopefully now that you're on YouTube, I don't know, man. I liked it. It was great. I think it was your best song so far that I've heard out of you. I honestly do. I
Cool.
enjoyed the hell of it. Um,
Got a celebrity in the chat.
I know, right?
Got a rapper in the chat.
That's right. We got a very diverse group. You know what's funny is all right, let's hold on. Let me get my head together and focus on what we're doing because I could get
Take your
sidetracked very easily. I don't know
take
if you
your
know.
time. Take your
I don't
time.
know if you noticed, but I'm all over the place. You know.
I think I am too.
So this was the base for the pico. We've got onions. We've got cilantro. I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
squeeze some lemon juice in there. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt. You
Okay.
guys see? Yeah, you guys can see. I'm gonna squeeze some lime juice. Throw a little bit of salt in, and I'm gonna actually separate this because this is the base for the two different salsas that I'm gonna make.
Okay.
One of them is gonna be a tomato salsa,
Uh-huh.
and one of them is going to be the mango salsa.
It's colorful.
Has anybody worked with mangoes before? Have you ever had a mango, auntie?
I've had a mango.
A fresh mango?
A fresh mango, yeah. I
Okay.
can't remember where I had it at. It was some vacation. I can't remember where. I don't know where it was, but
These grow on
Hawaii?
trees.
I think it was Hawaii. I think I had one in
Yeah, I
Hawaii.
believe it. They're tropical.
Yeah.
They grow on trees down here, and
Okay.
it's
Cool.
it's crazy because one tree will make 100 of them. You have so
Really?
many mangoes. The thing is with the mango is the pit is actually shaped like that, like
Right.
your hand, and you've only got two sides where you can actually get the fruit from.
Right.
Um, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel this because the actual skin of it is it it can be toxic. I guess you could say
Really?
no. Let me rephrase that. Not toxic. It's an irritant. Be like a skin irritant. If you get
Really?
the sap of a mango tree on you, but sometimes the skin's the same way.
I never knew that.
Yeah, there's a guy at my work that's allergic to the mangoes. Troy. I don't know if he's listening right now, but yeah, he's cringing right now at me using the cutting board, and then I'm gonna do the rest of my stuff on this
Uh-huh.
because he would get in trouble with that, you know.
You got 14 people in here.
Yay!
Yeah.
Awesome. Thunder's there. Is LJ there?
I didn't see LJ. Blue Butterfly said she hates that pit. Takes too
It's a
much
it's a
fruit.
it's not an easy pit to it's not easy fruit to do, and it takes time, and you got to do it a few times before you figure out what you're how to get it out without.
Uh,
But yeah, it's a pain in the ass. It really is.
yeah. She said it takes too much of the fruit.
Yeah, I mean it does. I mean you see this whole fruit, and I'm probably just gonna get a fraction of that
Right, right.
just by doing it out. I gotta grab another bowl though because we're gonna do. I didn't set up enough properly here.
Oh, that's fine.
There we
That's
go.
how most of us cook.
All right.
We just
So now
wherever it's at.
if you look, the pit, it's like a
Straight across.
line. It goes
Yeah.
this way.
Okay.
That's a flat pit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut alongside of that
Mm-hmm.
and kind of put the knife down. We got one nice big chunk out of it. We do the same with the other side.
You do that very well.
I've done it once or twice.
I can see that. You've done it more than that.
But you see, on the other sides, we're not getting much meat out of it, but we're
Mm.
getting a little bit, you know. I'm just following along the pit. So that's a
Rod
pit.
Smith.
It's shaped
Rod.
like that.
Okay. Dang, that's fat. Rod Smith said, wait a minute.
Rod, he was.
Rod Smith said there are close to 100 varieties of mangoes. Many are available from May through September in South Florida.
That's correct. Now, Rod Smith
Tidbit of
is.
information. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Sometimes I feel like I sound like I just got through smoking a whole pack of Black and Milds.
Hey, I've woken up many mornings of being up drinking beer all night and smoking cigarettes where I've felt the
Yeah.
same way, trust me. Now,
Blue
Rod Smith,
butterflies. Blue butterflies wants to know, where do you sharpen your knives?
I've got at home. I've got a little sharpener that I just run them through. At
Okay.
work we got stones that we sharpen them at.
Uh-huh.
So it depends. My house knives are just, you know, I don't treat them as well as my work knives.
Uh-huh. Does your
That's what
butcher
I
block
go.
have a built-in sharpener?
What's that?
Does your butcher block where you store your knives at? Does it have a built-in sharpener?
No, the one back there. No, it does
Okay.
not. It does not. So,
Mm.
guys, I want you guys to know Rod Smith is one of the first chefs that I worked for, and I worked with him. I met him in Michigan.
Uh-huh.
I was working up there one summer. The chef that hired me had got fired, and he replaced him. And
Wow.
I'm working with this guy, and I didn't have a whole lot of experience. This is 20 years ago. I'm talking. I didn't have much
Wow.
experience, and he taught me a lot. Um, he did teach me a lot, but he's been a
Cold.
friend ever since,
Uh-huh.
and it's great. Um,
It's cold in here. I gotta put some clothes on. Okay.
Rod, where are you at nowadays, buddy?
Who?
Roderick Smith.
Oh, let's see. Roderick Smith, did you hear that question, please? Talking is easy.
Son
Please
of a
give him
bitch.
a like and a subscribe. Yeah, it's hard to talk. Solomon is in the house. He said, "Hey Brandon, I want to become a chef so that I can butter your muffins."
Hey, if you butter my muffins, I'll toss your salad, buddy.
Thank you, Nikki. Yes, yes. Oh my God. I
Son of
had
a
a
bitch.
feeling. I used to be a Seattle fan until they started losing all the time. So I just wear the clothes. Oh my
All right, so I
God.
already screwed up. My first screw up of the video is this is supposed to be for both of them, but I threw the mangoes in.
Oh, well, that you don't say less. You're doing fine.
Ah, I fixed
You
it. No, I
do.
don't care. I'm not afraid to admit my mistakes. The best thing you do in life is you learn from your mistakes.
Absolutely. I
And
do
even
that
a better
every
thing
day.
is, go ahead.
I do that every day. I
Oh
learn
yeah,
from my
oh yeah.
mistakes.
But even a better thing is learning from other people's mistakes. You know.
That's yeah, yeah. Can I excuse myself for just a second?
Of course,
For
Auntie.
just a second. I'll be right back.
Sure. What I'm doing right now is I'm gonna first off you take the stickers off generally when you want to peel some. I'm gonna chop up some of this tomato. Rod, how are you and Peggy doing? I hope you're doing good, man. Thank you for coming. Yeah, Rod Rod taught me a lot. I'm sure he's got plenty of stories for you guys about my shenanigans. When I started working with him, I was probably about 20, 25 years old, I think. Just starting in the country club area. I'd always been just a cook. Oh, what I'm doing right now is I'm seeding the tomatoes, by the way. I don't want the seeds in there. I just want the outside skin. So that's why I quartered them and kind of did that little deal with them. Now it's quiet. Jesus. Solomon, I had a great time Saturday. That was an awesome live that we had. I was hammered though. I'm gonna tell you that. Me and my boss went out drinking, and on the way home I said, "Oh shit, it's Saturday night. I got to get on with Solomon." And you and Miss Helms are always a pleasure. Something I look forward to every week. That's for sure. When Auntie gets back, she'll be able to read the comments for me. So all I'm doing is I'm dicing up the tomatoes for the pico de gallo. Pico de gallo. We're gonna put those in there. Let's see. Can we see? I don't even know what time it is. I see lots of comments, but I can't see them, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hey, Auntie, welcome back.
Yeah, it's cold in this house. I had to go turn some heat on.
Well, what's the temperature out in your area? You're in Washington State, isn't that?
Man, it's too cold for comfort. This is not the business. I would prefer to be in some tropical heat right now.
Down here? You'll say that till
Yes.
about summertime when it gets 100 degrees.
Oh, I know. I know.
That's
My son
really,
moved to Arizona, and I tease him all the time.
yeah.
He's a walking flame.
All
Let's
right.
see. What are the chat
Go ahead
saying?
and go over the chat. I'm just going to incorporate I'm going to half and half it, and I'm going to make two different types of salsa here. See, this is
Solomon
one of
is
my
being bad.
Oh,
Solomon
always.
says
What's he saying?
he says, I'm glad I subscribed. Now I get my salad tossed for free.
He
Oh,
told me he wanted to
oh,
butter my muffins. I said if he butters my muffins, I toss his salad.
oh boy, Jamal is in the house.
Hey Jamal,
Hallelujah.
how you doing?
He is definitely in the house, bringing all the blessings with him.
Thank you, Jamal. I appreciate it. I appreciate your blessings every day, brother. It's great. Thank you. All good feelings. I like people with good
Oh,
feelings and positive energy.
he
You know?
says he's hyper tonight. Go figure.
Oh, I'm gonna
Yes,
be
sir.
hyper because I'm gonna go from the fake beer to the real beer as soon
Okay.
as we get done.
Okay. Okay.
But I do have a story about it afterward. And actually, it involves. I think it's a good story for everybody that's in our Discord. You know,
Yeah.
it's an old. Actually, I could do it. I guess I could tell it while I'm cooking. All right, let me see what's next on my list. All right, prep the salsa, prep the slaw, pickle the onions. All right, frying the onions is gonna be the next thing.
Solomon is bad. Solomon is bad.
Oh yeah,
Love you too, Jamal.
Solomon's right up my
Thank
alley.
you.
He actually reminds me of Roderick Smith.
Oh, really?
Personality wise, yeah,
Uh-huh.
my
Can you
first chef.
imagine those two together?
Oh, if the three of us got together, there'd be some jail time
It'd
involved.
be
I'm
a
sure.
wrap, huh?
There'd be some jail time involved. I'm sure.
Oh my goodness.
Ah,
Man, it's cold in here. This is not cool.
what is the temperature in your area nowadays?
Let's see. Right now, it is 45 degrees,
Wow, Jesus,
and the high was 47 today. The low
Jesus.
will the low will be 36.
That's like at 2 o'clock in the morning, huh?
Or sooner. I give
Yeah.
it a couple
Wow.
hours. I give it a couple of hours. It'll be down there in the 30s. It doesn't take
Wow.
much.
I can't imagine. I'm like I said. I've been in Florida. They would make fun of me up in Michigan and Rhode Island when I'd go up there because I would have my cap on, the skull cap, and my hoodie and everything when it was
Uh-huh.
65, and all the locals are wearing shorts.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys. So we finished the
That looks
pico de gallo.
good. Oh God,
We
that looks
finished the
so good.
mango salsa.
Uh-huh.
When we're done, I'm gonna take those just kind of out for a minute, just so that everything's not crowded over here.
Mm.
We're gonna fry some onions, and actually, this recipe I learned from Emerald's cookbook. You know who Emerald is?
Yes.
He's a
Yes.
Portuguese chef. Bam, cook it
Yeah.
up a notch. So one of his
Yes.
cookbooks, I actually learned this recipe, and we actually utilize this recipe in the club that I work at,
Oh,
because
really?
it's great and
Uh-huh.
it's pretty simple.
Bam.
Actually, let's. I'm trying to think. Let's blacken the chicken. Let's do that. Or blacken
Okay.
the salmon. Let's do that.
Okay.
So what I've got is
That,
just a Creole seasoning mix.
yes, sir. I
My
got enough
mother
of
asked
that.
me if I was making my own, and no, I
Uh-huh.
don't. Especially at home, no. There's a lot of blackening seasonings that are good. This one's really good.
Oh yeah,
It's a little
I have that one. I
yeah,
have
it's a
that.
little it's a little spicy for people that
Yes.
don't like spice.
Yes.
Hi, honey. So we're just gonna slap that all over there. Now, normally when you blacken something, you get a hot cast iron skillet.
Uh-huh.
Um, I don't have a cast iron skillet. What I do have is a sizzle plate.
Okay.
It's just it's an aluminum plate. Um, and blackened doesn't necessarily mean burnt to hell. Just so
Right.
everybody knows. Usually sometimes when you burn something in the oven, you just say, "Oh no, I just blackened it." You know. I can't tell. Auntie's everybody having a good time in the
They
chat?
are. They are. I'm trying to pay attention to you, but Solomon is cutting up in here.
No, I loved it. Me and him had a great time. Like I said, though, I was returning from the from an evening out, and yeah, we were going off all over the place. I had to re-listen to it today, and I missed so many little. He's real quick at just saying little things that,
Yeah, zingers. The
uh,
zingers.
and I missed so many of them, and he had me laughing twice. Not only the night I was talking to him, but the
Your
listen to it
mom
the next
said to
day. So,
remind her to give you one of her cast iron skillets.
oh no, no, no! I won't use it. Other than this episode,
Okay.
I wouldn't use it. There, Mom. Thank you.
You don't like cast iron skillets, Brandon?
I don't use them at home. You know.
No?
Um,
They're good for swinging on people, I tell you.
I got a bat for that, Auntie. I
They're
got a
good for
bat,
swinging.
but I got a bat for that. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I've got some oil in here.
Oh my God. Solomon is a nut. Hey, Brandon, when I
You gotta say that again. I didn't hear.
He said, "Hey, Brandon, when I hugged you, what you felt wasn't my leg."
I know. That's why I hugged him harder.
Oh my God, this man is a clown. I love him.
Oh,
Oh
we
my
have a
God.
lot of fun, Auntie. When me and him get
Oh
together,
my
we're
God.
like, let's just
Is it a
say our
banana?
discussions get a little live.
Abdul said it was a banana.
You
Oh
got a
my
banana
God.
in your
Yeah.
pocket, or you're just happy to see me? You know.
Okay. Both. Oh God. He said, I love you when you surprise me and hug me from behind. Oh
Oh,
God.
geez. Now
No, wait. Wait a minute. Oh my God. Nikki, she done chimed in. Nothing to see here, folks. Just two grown men having fun. Oh my God.
please avert your eyes.
Right before my eyes. Oh my goodness.
All right, so what
Taste
we're
my
gonna do is I've got some sliced onions up, you know,
okay.
and
Okay. I'm gonna pay attention. I'm gonna pay attention.
sure thing.
Lots of
Usually,
emojis, Jamal.
what's that?
I was telling Jamal, lots of emojis.
Oh yeah, yeah. I see. I can see the emojis, but I can't see. I
Yeah.
can't read anything. The
Yeah,
phone's too
Nikki
far
sent
away.
emojis laughing. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Jamal sent a whole choir stand full of emojis.
Oh, thanks, Jamal. So we've got. I'm using. Normally we use Frank's hot sauce. I couldn't get
Uh-huh.
a big size, so I got Texas Pete, which is just another.
Ooh.
But
Uh-huh.
it's just a high vinegar, high salt hot sauce, and that's what you want for
Cool.
this. You know.
Yes, sir.
So what we're gonna do is put our onions in there, and then we're gonna dump some of the hot sauce in. Now this is kind of like the batter mixture for the onions. You ever had a
Okay.
blooming onion at
Yes. It
all
out
right,
outback.
Outback? Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
similar to that, but this
Okay.
is kicked up a notch. You know,
Okay.
now you can't let them sit. This is the thing: is you can't let them sit for too long because the vinegar and the salt will make them really limp, and you want them kind of crisp.
Oh. Yeah.
So
Make them
I'm
soggy
hoping
like.
my oil's ready. Otherwise, yeah, the oil's ready. Just flick a little water in your oil to see if it's ready to fry with. You know,
Okay.
that's what I did. You guys aren't gonna be able to see me actually fry it because it's over there. So then I got just regular flour. And what we're gonna do is just flour them up, get a little bit of the liquid out of them. But what we're doing is just battering them up pretty much.
Uh-huh.
That hot sauce is making a base for the batter. You know, and the flour's sticking right to it. And when I bring these home, my girls they don't last. They don't even usually make it to the table. You know.
Really?
Oh yeah, the girls eat them up.
I bet
They
they
love
do. So I suppose they love all of the food that you cook, right?
them. No,
No?
no. I experiment on them a lot, and
Oh, you do?
sometimes my experiments don't go so good. You know.
Uh-huh.
And they all got their individual little tastes and flavors, but generally my family's pretty good eaters. All right, so I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put it into the oil.
Okay.
We're gonna fry it. If I had a deep fryer, that's what I
Uh-huh.
would be doing. Um, I do, but I'm not gonna set that up just for a handful of onions. You know.
Right.
Oh, so while we're doing that, let's look at these pickled onions. You remember those?
Ooh. Yes.
I don't know if you guys can see the color, but they
Pickled
get kind of
onions.
fluorescent.
Yes. Pickled onions.
Oh yeah.
Pickled onions.
So see, that just sat there just for a few minutes, but those guys are ready to go.
Wow.
You don't even actually have to boil them. They have something called a quick pickle where you don't even boil it. You just add the vinegar and leave them overnight. You know. But you see that?
Okay. Brandon Solomon says, Brandon, I'm really sorry. After watching you cook, I have no other choice but to cheat on you. I'm getting a salad from Subways.
Oh, that's all right, Solomon.
Oh my
All right,
God.
it looks like our oil's ultra hot. So what I'm gonna do is just throw this.
Really?
Ooh, I got too much stuff going on.
Okay, I won't interrupt you anymore. You have to focus.
Just
I'll
while I
talk.
got the fryer on. Now I put oil in. You generally use
Uh-huh.
clarified butter
Uh-huh.
um, on a cast iron skillet, but I'm using what I've got. I don't know if you guys can hear that here. Oh, by the way, I've got my oven preheated to 400 degrees. So
400. Yeah, you mentioned that about
okay, I did. I
15,
didn't know
20
if I
minutes
did or
ago.
not.
Yep.
And
You were on it, my brother.
yeah, that smells like salmon for sure.
You got this, Brandon. Yes, sirree.
All right. So I believe the onions were a flop because my oil wasn't hot enough.
Oh,
But
okay.
we'll see. We'll see if they come together. Sometimes they'll come together. Sometimes they won't.
They will. I'm sure they will.
All right. So now we're gonna turn that salmon over. Let's see if we can.
Okay.
I want you guys to get a good view of it.
Yes, yes. I would like to see it up close and personal.
So what I'm gonna do is just flip that bad boy over.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah, that's what's up right there.
So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna stick this in the oven for about I'm gonna say 8 minutes to do it, but I'm gonna check it.
Uh-huh.
If you got a thermometer, you want to cook it to about 130,
Uh-huh.
130 degrees, so it's not overcooked. But
Cool.
I do it usually because we do tacos all the time at my work, and I make a big pan of them.
Keisha would like to know, do you remove the skin?
I didn't on this one.
Not on
Um,
this one. Mm-mm.
you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
It depends. I mean, if the skin is scales on it.
Right.
Um, we're using it for tacos. We even use the belly meat too
Oh
for the
yeah.
tacos, like the
Yeah.
scrap. And that's generally what we use from work is the
Uh-huh.
scraps from the salmon to make the
Oh wow.
tacos. Yeah.
Cool.
And then we use the actual salmon to make fillets for if somebody wants a piece of grilled fish.
Right.
So Rod, if Rod's still here, he's the one that gave me this jacket um,
Okay.
20
Rod,
years
you
ago.
still in the house, man?
I don't know if he is. This is the Children's Home Society jacket. When I
Okay.
lost my other one, he gave me one. It's an XL. He's a big guy, but
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
they used to work for this charity dinner.
Cassafras. Do you know who Cassafras is?
Is that Cassie?
Cassafras.
I
She
I think
said,
that's Cassie. Is that Cassie? Cassie and John?
Cassafras. She says, "Get it, Brando."
Okay. I think that's my friend Cassie, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's Cassie
Hey, Cassie.
with
They
Kiki
come
Car.
over to dinner parties over here all the time. This is one of my wife's best friends. So
Uh-huh.
thank you for joining.
Cool. We got 14 in the house, 15 likes. Doing really
Teams
good.
in? Awesome.
Yeah. Good
Yeah, I
for
think I screwed
trolls.
up those
A
onions.
boot.
Just not having it hot enough. I brought the
Mm-hmm.
mandolin out to do the onions, but I never ended. I just did it by hand because we were chit chatting and
Uh-huh.
didn't think about it. But maybe I'll give it another go and actually try to do it again.
Okay.
If I didn't. If,
Careful of them knuckles.
yeah, these mandolins, they're real freaking sharp, but
Yeah,
you generally hurt yourself once in your lifetime, and then you
I
respect it.
have. Yes.
Yes.
That's why I cringe when I see them.
Yeah, if you can get over
Ooh.
your fear after that wound,
Yep.
generally everybody does it. But once you do it once, you respect it.
You definitely respect it from that point on.
That's the truth. All right, so let's put this on.
My lives are boring. I don't get trolls. Maybe if I pull the skin back, they would come cum or COME.
So we got a few minutes to go.
Okay.
So I was gonna. I think I'm gonna just go have a cigarette while waiting on the salmon to finish.
All right. I'll
And,
have one with you. How about that?
that sounds great. And then I'll tell you guys a story that I wanted to tell you.
I would
Uh,
love to hear a story because if I keep looking at the chat, I'm not gonna be able to hold on.
yeah, we've.
Oh my God.
Ah,
Oh, Solomon misspelled. So which one was it, Solomon? Come or come?
oh Jesus! I don't even. I don't know if that's appropriate.
Hmm.
So Rod used
Phoenix
to have a
Steel.
saying.
Can you see the chat?
Phoenix, Phoenix. That would be my foot. Oh my God, that's my brother from 25 years. I've known him. One of my best friends.
Wow.
Good to see
Wow. We
you,
got
buddy. I'm
15
glad you're.
people. Tell them
Tell them
about
about the
Ohio.
Ohio trip. We can save that. That's more for a Solomon show. When I'm on with Solomon, the Ohio trip.
Because, Solomon's in the house. You might as well tell it.
Well, I know, but it's a in-depth story. I had another story that I had in plan.
Okay.
We could tune in, Auntie. We could do this again.
Oh,
We
we
could do this as
will.
much as you
We
want. I
will.
enjoy it. Are you having fun?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I had to go get my
Wonderful.
jacket on, though, because it was cold in the house, but I'm good now.
I believe it. I believe it. 40. I mean, I'm sitting outside and it's probably 70 degrees, and that's as
Man.
cold as it's been in a while. It's
Man.
freezing here.
Oh, my God. 70 degrees. I wish.
So, all right, the story. Well, actually, Rod, now that he's here, he actually told me something one time when we went into the kitchen,
Uh-huh.
and I'm pertaining this to our Discord group. You know, is he
Okay.
said, "Listen, we're all people say that it's a melting pot. Everybody's comes in and melts," and he says, "No, I." He told me I disagree with that. I think it's more like a fruit salad. Auntie's bringing the
Okay.
watermelon. I'm bringing the pineapples.
Uh-huh.
Vegans bringing the grapes. Everybody's got their own little thing to add to this to make it something nice, you know?
Uh-huh.
So that's always stuck in my head, even 20
Right.
years ago when he told me that. And it was a good analogy, I think. So All right,
That
there's
is a
a.
good analogy.
Oh, go ahead, Auntie. What were you gonna
No, no,
say?
no. I was saying that is a good analogy.
Yeah, I've stuck with that for over 20 years now. So,
Yeah.
um, well, the story I was gonna tell you is actually a folk story from Europe.
Mm,
And it's the story of the stone soup. Have you heard of it?
mm.
Has anybody in chat heard of the story of the stone soup?
Anybody heard of the stone soup? Stone soup? Put a one in the chat if you've heard of the stone soup. A fruit salad. Damn, I've been discovered.
Uh-oh.
Solomon, get out of here. Go sit down. Oh my God. No. Cassie said no.
Oh, Phoenix, you've heard of it.
Phoenix has.
Phoenix has heard all my stories about 100 times because I repeat
Uh-huh.
myself. You know, his wife used to say, when you guys get together, you're just laughing all night long and you're telling the
Uh-huh.
exact same stories over and over again every time you get together. We had a lot of fun times. That's for
Uh-huh.
sure. All right, so the stone soup. Um, that's a story. A traveler goes into this town, and everybody's very selfish and together, and everybody's not really eating that good, not having good meals. So
Uh-huh.
the traveler comes in and he says, "Hey, can anybody, you know, give me some food to eat?" And they said, "No, no. What we have is ours. We're not sharing." You know.
Uh-huh.
So he says, "Okay, well, I'm gonna use the community fire. I'm gonna make stone soup." Everybody starts looking around. Can you pull it out, love? All right. Tina's pulling the salmon out of the oven for me.
Okay.
Because I want to finish this story and the cigarette.
Okay.
So he says, I'm gonna make some stone soup, and everybody's like, "Well, what is that?" You know. So he pulls out this big stone, this big
Uh-huh.
stone, and he puts it in this pot of water, and he's boiling it. And he goes, "This is gonna be the best soup that you've ever had." So he starts stirring it around, and he does anybody have a spoon that I can borrow so I could taste it? And someone says, "Well, yeah, I got a spoon. Here." So he takes the spoon, he tastes the water, and he says, "It's not right. This soup. I need a little bit of salt. Does anybody have any salt?"
Mm.
And someone says, "Oh, I have some salt." He says,
Uh-huh.
"Okay." So in the pot, he stirs it around. Then he takes the spoon, he tastes it again. He says, "Oh, Max says hi, guys."
Hey, Max.
So then he says, "Hmm, this this could really use an onion. Does anybody have any onions?" And one of the villagers says, "Hey, yeah, I got an onion you can have." Because they're all curious. They all want to see what he's going to do.
Right.
So they give him an onion. He chops it up, puts it in the pot. He tastes it. Oh, this. Has anybody got any chicken, leftover chicken? So
Uh-huh.
the butcher says, "Yeah, I got some chicken." And he
Uh-huh.
hands him some chicken. He adds it to the pot. So, anyways, this goes on for a long, long time. And basically, by the end of it, he's got this huge, amazing stew pot,
Uh-huh.
enough to feed the entire village and
Wow.
himself, you know. And the moral of the whole story is, by ourselves, we've got our own little things going on, but by working together, you can achieve something much greater, you know.
Cool. Cool.
All right, let's go
Can
check
you
out. Oh, go ahead.
go ahead? My grandson is calling me. I got to step aside for just a
Sure.
second.
I'll wait to play it for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Thank you, love.
Yeah, I was in the middle of eating.
Does it look all right, guys?
I can't say what, honey. Oh shit. I don't get you an Uber if you want. Okay, sweet.
Did you guys like that story?
Okay, sweetie. Bye-bye. Okay.
Solomon, you can't use moderators on ShipYard? Hey, Auntie, you back?
I'm back.
All right.
Had a little emergency, but I can't do anything about it, so.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks when that happens.
Cassie said, yes, it was lovely.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Cassie said, yes, it was lovely.
Oh, the story. I asked her if everybody liked the story that I told.
Yeah. Solomon, your dog startled me. I thought, I have to read this man's stuff. Your dog startled me. I thought that what you were cooking was trying to escape. Boom, boom.
All right. So
Maybe, you know what? One of these days,
just gonna put the
Mother Jones and Solomon can hook up and have a conversation.
Oh, Mother Jones and Solomon. They would that would be a night to remember. That's for sure.
Yeah, that would be. I don't know why my eye is leaking like this. Jesus.
So what I'm gonna do?
That looks so good.
I'm gonna take the crispy onions out of the fryer, out of the oil. And you get the idea. These ones are. I didn't have the oil hot enough. They should be a little bit
That
more
looks
crispier,
good.
but I think these will work out just fine.
Absolutely.
All right. So what I did is let's start with the blackened salmon here. We're gonna make our little tacos.
Yum.
Then we're gonna take that avocado slaw that we made earlier.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna top it with that.
It does look good.
Then we're gonna top it with some pico de gallo.
Uh-huh.
Now with the salmon tacos, what I've got is you want a little crunch, you know, when you're
Right.
eating a taco. So what I've got is pepitos, which are toasted
Cool.
pumpkin seeds, and you should be able to get them in your grocery store.
Uh-huh.
But they'll give it a little crunch, a little texture while you're eating it, you know. They won't get soggy. So there's the salmon taco.
Oh God, that looks so good.
Now I blackened some chicken ahead of time for the kids,
Uh-huh.
for the family to eat.
Okay.
So this is gonna be the chicken. With the chicken, we're gonna use the mango salsa.
Uh-huh.
And I do love mangoes. My father used to put mangoes on vanilla ice cream when I was a kid. We had a mango tree in our neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah, and like I said, the mango trees one neighbor had a mango tree. The whole neighborhood had mangoes. You know,
Uh-huh.
because they do hundreds of them.
Yeah. That looks
I'm gonna take a
wonderful.
little bit of
Man, that looks
some of these
real
crispy
good.
onions. This is gonna give the crispy texture to the chicken taco.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. There you go, guys.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes.
Are you happy, Auntie? Did I do right
Wonderful.
for you?
Man, if I could jump through this screen right now. That looks so good.
So you're happy with it? Did I do this?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would eat
Awesome,
them both. I would eat them both.
awesome, awesome. They're
Awesome.
both gonna be
Johnny.
good,
Good.
guarantee
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir. That was nice.
Well, that's as far as the cooking goes. I hope
Okay.
everybody. Oh, Phoenix, thank you guys all for coming. I appreciate everybody that's in here.
Cassie said she's on her way. Yep, everybody
Yeah,
seems to like
Cassie
it.
will be here. I think Phoenix is coming for dinner tomorrow. Yeah, I got a
All
busy week,
right.
inside and outside.
Uh-huh.
Phoenix's sister's birthday is tomorrow, so they're coming to dinner tomorrow.
Cool.
Um,
Cool.
and let's
Well,
see.
that was wonderful. I wish I could just come through the screen.
So you like to read a lot of books?
You know what, Brandon? I'm not a big reader. I
Oh
just
yeah,
honestly, I decided to read those books online as a way of
doing
bringing forth
something.
a different kind of content. But
Yes,
it didn't occur to me that,
people would
copyright.
actually listen.
Well, no, people listen, but
No, I know.
it was pointed out to me and it made perfect sense. Why buy the book when you can go to somebody's channel and read it for free? And
Yeah,
the person selling the books aren't going to be too happy with that. So I
I've
had to
listened to
put
a
a
lot.
stop to it.
Oh, did they make you, or did you?
No, no. I nipped it in the bud before they came after me.
Oh, wait, gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I
I
listen to a lot of audiobooks. I'm usually in my car for quite a long time, at
yeah.
least 45 minutes every day. When I had the kids, it would be an hour and a half.
Mhm.
When I had to drop them off at school, and
Right.
I started listening to audiobooks. I'd rent them from the library, and now they've got an app on the library where I can download audiobooks. Like me and
Yeah.
Mrs. Helms were talking about a book, and the next day I just had it in my ear. I was listening to it while I was
Yeah.
working, which is great.
Wow. Yeah, I read every blue moon and it has to be something that I'm really interested in. So, I picked a couple of things that was interesting to me, like the whole Diddy thing that's going on, and that book that
Yeah.
Kim Porter supposedly
Mhm.
had did a memoir on. When that first came out, I read that online. But
Love
then
you too, Mom.
there was a lot of other content creators that were reading the same book.
Uh-huh.
So, they're gonna have to come out after a lot of people if they want to take that down. It's not a big book at all. And
Can you
then the
grab me
new
maybe
update came out about a
non-alcohol?
week ago and I got wind of it. And so I followed this other content creator as she was reading the new book.
Mhm.
And I read along with the old book, and there was a couple of things that were unredacted in the new book. So I did a
Oh, okay.
video with that. Yeah. So yeah.
This
I'm
is
sure.
this Thanksgiving, so I have not had time to watch very many videos as much as I love to with you
Yeah.
guys, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but I do love your fireplace. I do want to say that right off the bat because that's when those guys start playing games. I try to stream them all night, but
Uh-huh.
my wife will wake me up and slap me. Turn that off, because it's just they get loud sometimes with the shooting.
Yeah.
But when the fireplace is on, she's happy,
Oh.
happy.
Out for the count. I hear you.
Hmm. Thank you, love. So,
Yeah, well, unfortunately, my grandson's car broke down and he's stuck at school and he needed me to come get him after his game, but can't do it.
oh no.
Yeah. My husband has the car, so the other car
Mm,
isn't reliable. So I'm not gonna get out there and drive this car and then get stuck on the road.
yeah. Then there'll be
So
two people needing help.
exactly,
I
exactly.
as of right now, my car is down. It's in the shop getting fixed, and I've been dealing with that for the last month. So
Yeah.
it was supposed to be two
Yeah.
weeks, then it became
Uh-huh.
3 weeks, and now it's approaching on 4 weeks now.
Yeah.
Which
Well, I
it's
hate car problems. I can't stand them.
yeah,
But it
yeah.
doesn't bother me as much because I don't leave the house very much. I'm pretty
Hmm.
much stuck in here all the time. So
Yeah. Well, you run a daycare, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, I have
That's got to be
currently
a
I
lot
have
of work,
three.
huh?
Pardon me.
That's got to be a lot of work.
It's not that bad. Um, I think the more aggravating part of running a daycare is the parents.
I can see that. Yeah,
Yeah,
children are
kids are
cool. I
fine.
love children.
I
Yeah.
can snap them little boogers into shape just like that. But when it comes to
Yeah.
them parents,
Yeah.
yeah, I've got
I
one
can
now
imagine.
that she kind of dropped a bomb on me yesterday, and this isn't the first time she's done it, but she's moved from her current residence and she's moving way, 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 way far away, and she
Yeah.
didn't tell me until yesterday. So she's in her new place now. Supposed to give 2-week notice. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Just for
anyway, I don't like losing kids, but if I lose, I mean, because if I lose a kid, that's money.
yeah.
It's a check, and
Nikki,
when
I got
somebody
AAA too.
messes with my money, I got a problem with that. I just got a big problem with that. I don't have a problem with someone doing what's best for them. You should do
Hmm.
what's best for you, but have the common courtesy to
Yeah.
give me time to at least find another child to replace the child that you're going to take.
Yeah.
That's the whole purpose of a notice. But, you know, some of these parents
Mm.
are just straight up bums. I hate
Yeah.
to put it like that. They're just straight up bums.
Yeah.
So,
Unfortunately,
yeah.
it really sucks. We heard my chef was just telling me a story where a guy brought his kid to work, um, and he heard him. He was around the corner and he didn't know that the chef was over there, but he heard him say like, the kid was crying and he said, "Shut up!" And he walked around the corner and like the guy was like, "Hey, buddy," he's being all nice,
Uh-huh.
but it was like, you see
Like,
how some people act when they're not in front of other people, and
uh-huh.
it sucks. You
Yeah, if
know,
you're gonna tell them shut up, tell them shut up in front of the mama. Daddy. I do.
you're right.
Shut up.
No, this was the parent treating
I
his
know.
kid.
Oh, the parent
Yeah, yeah,
told him to shut up.
yeah. The parent was being, mean to the kid, and
Oh,
my
okay.
chef walked around the corner, and then he was like, "Oh, hey, buddy, how you doing?" He
Wow.
was being all fake. You know, so
Boo.
yeah,
Boo.
you never know. Yeah, you never know. You know.
Yeah, well, tonight was very, very nice. I really enjoyed myself, Brandon.
I had a wonderful time as well, and I'm glad
Y-
you were able to do it. I think it was
Yeah,
fun.
we're gonna do it again.
Oh,
We're
for
gonna do it
sure.
again.
You
Next
just
time
tell me what you
I'll
want me to
bring
cook.
Mother Jones next time.
Oh, that'll be exciting. Anytime you want me to cook for you, and I've got a free time,
Okay.
especially during the summers, I'm off every night, so
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
this time of year, it's crazy that I
Yeah.
happen to bump into to vegan and you guys that my busiest time of my life,
Uh-huh.
generally, during the season. So
Yeah. Cool. Well, it was a pleasure. Do you need me to stick around for anything else or
No, not at all. You can leave it
okay,
your leisure. I'm done. I'll stay on live for a little bit and chat with everybody, but
okay,
when
okay,
everybody's ready, that's
okay.
it.
All right then. And if I can come back, I'll come back into your chat. I'll be in your chat room.
You do what you need to do, Auntie. Thank you so
Okay,
much
dear.
for
Thank you so
co-hosting. I
much.
really appreciate it.
Not a
You did an
problem. I enjoyed
awesome
myself.
job.
Thank you. Take it
All right, have
easy
a
now.
great. Everybody subscribe to Auntie Mickey.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm not quite sure how to exit out of here. It's
Uh,
not giving me anything to touch. I could
hmm.
touch something, but it wouldn't be appropriate.
Oh, you're getting to be Solomon's getting to you now. Honestly, I don't know either. Let's see what I could do.
Well,
Edit? What
well,
can
I
I
tell
do?
you what, I'll just jump off completely and I'll
Okay.
come back. Okay. All
All
right,
right.
y'all.
Have a
Take it
good
easy.
night.
Or you too.
There she goes. Yes, Nikki. Aunt Auntie's is a sweetheart. And yes, about your AAA. Yeah, I've actually got that for a Christmas present for a daughter. So that's just that saved my ass so many times. Especially having used vehicles. I never buy new ones. I've always got, my truck cost me $500. It's costing me more to fix it than it is to, you know, buy a new car. I mean, than I did to cost. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So. Her idea is Phoenix. Her idea is Auntie Mickey. Um, yeah, I can't. Can somebody in chat send the link to her page? That would be awesome if you guys could. Cassie, Mickey is awesome. We converse. She's also a great conversationalist as well. We talk all the time. On she's doing live videos. She does 10-hour streams, and you know, but great conversation. My grandma bought it for the whole family, and now I can't live without it. I know, Nikki. It's AAA is like the oh my god. I've locked my keys in my car once. I've done a couple stupid things. Thanks, Nikki. I appreciate it. I think I can make you add as moderator. There you go. All right, Nikki, you're a moderator now. Thank you. I only did that one little live where I was testing it out a while back ago. Solomon, she talks mostly about current events, and she's been reading a few books and stuff like that. Um, but she's great to talk to, and she's up late like me. So. There you go, Phoenix. Nikki put the link up. I'll screenshot it and send it to you. Oh, you got it? Yeah, Storm. This, especially if you don't have a brand new car, you're not leasing a car where it's all taken care of. You got a used car. I mean, shit. You get 200 miles of towing and stuff like that. It's for the $100 a year you pay for it or whatever it is. That you make that up in one tow. You know. Everybody like the cooking tonight? I did that. Auntie requested blackened salmons. Yeah, especially when you got a beater, that AAA comes in handy. That's for sure. I know I've used my wife's and my daughter's when I had one car that was just horrible. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Ansel. Thank you, Quiet. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I got 13 people in the room. Look at that. My first live. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty freaking nervous. And I had to pick my wife up from work. I fell asleep. Oh, it was messed up. I was supposed to have my neighbor come over and taste everything for you guys. Because he likes salmon. Give him, but he just had some medical issues today, and you know. Yeah, this is my first live, Nikki. First time I've been well, I did a test, just sitting on my back porch. But no, this is my actual first live. I was on live with Vegan, and I was on with Vegan Kings, and I was live with I go live with Solomon at nighttime on Saturdays. Other than that, you know, thank you, Mocha. But this is my first time that I actually did it myself. So Jamal, thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm working myself up. I'm taking baby steps, Solomon. Uh, the OnlyFans. Hey, we'll try that. But I don't know if anybody is interested in this old man. Solomon, how you doing tonight, buddy? I had a great time. Sad. I was hammered, but I look different on my own lives. How so, Solomon? Is it this attractive mustache? Is this what's doing it for you? All right, guys. I was drinking non-alcoholic beer while I was on cooking, but I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna have a little Dos Equis because a little taco theme. Why not? I had corn tortillas that I was gonna make for the salmon because my neighbor, that's what he wanted. But being as he didn't show up, I didn't bother with it. Thank you, Ansel. This is cheers to everybody. Solomon, I didn't want to. I have a tendency when I'm nervous to drink a lot if given the opportunity, and that's why I bought the non-alcoholic beer because, yeah, I could have gone overboard just being nervous. And I was nervous when I didn't hear from Auntie until 6:55, and if I had any hair left in my head, I would have been pulling it out. I was like, what's gonna happen? What do I do? I would have had to gone live solo, and there's no way I would have been able to read the comments while I was working. And I work better with people that I can talk to. It's like right now, Dos Equis, yes sir. I like the amber one, but I'm having the regular lager. I have no idea what time it is now. No, Solomon, hard liquor and me do not agree. I end up naked down the street and in jail. With heavy liquor, I don't know where I'm going, but I know I'm waking up with no pants on. Cassie, yes. Now I know what to bring when I visit. Oh, Jesus. That and a bag of mushrooms. And then it'll be a hell of a night. When I was with my buddy Saturday night, we stopped at the bar and we were just discussing things. He had some troubles that he was going through, and we ended up back at his house. Um, and he was doing shots at the bar, so he was freaking hammered, and I was too. But I kept going. He went to bed. When I went live with you when he went to bed. So I think you were an hour in or so. And would I stay up with you for another 2 hours after that? Probably 2 o'clock in the morning. We were both hurting. Oh my God. We were both hurting Sunday morning. Phoenix, next time you have a guest appearance during the live stream with the girls. Um, the girls and Tina don't want to be filmed, so um, they're not going to be filmed. If you love the dish, drop a fish. Who said that? Nikki? Yeah. I'm happy you're doing live tonight. You did very well. Thank you, Michelle. I'm looking forward to your live when you're ready. I think you would do good. You did good on Teams when you were just commenting. That was a great. I think you did a good job. Believe it or not, I was nervous as fuck because you know it's just it's intimidating a little bit. I wanted to make sure I had everything right. I've been working on it all day just to make sure. If it smells like cologne, leave it alone. You know. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Phoenix. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks, Cassie. Oh, Abdul, let me tell you something. Vegan Kings. First off, everybody, if you haven't subscribed to Vegan, um, he's awesome. He's actually the guy that got me doing YouTube and playing around with it, just because I was inspired by him. I bumped into him one night when I came back from the New York Food and Wine Festival, and I was bored. Everybody was sleeping in the house, and I was just out here and bumped into him on a live, just randomly going through people, and started talking. And he's become a great friend since then. You forgot me. It's okay. What? No, sir. Never forget you, brother. Playing around with it, yes. That's why I subscribe to you both. Yeah, there's a few other people that I subscribe to for just randomly just scrolling through in the middle of the night when I have insomnia. So I'll wake up. I gotta go outside. I can't do it in my bedroom. I don't want to wake my wife up, although I do often. I get in trouble. I'm glad you guys were all able to participate. I'm really happy about that. You guys made my night. I think it was a fun time. If you guys had fun, then great. I'm happy. I did amazing. Now I know how you felt. Are you talking about the live stream that we did together when I was your co-host? Oh yeah. You get diarrhea when you go live. Yeah, yeah. Those damn jalapeno smoothies will do it. Jamal, I'm happy that you're able to join, brother. I really am. That's great. I listen to your little your shorts that you do every morning just to get a smile on my face before I walk in the door at work. Yeah, I think so. But it was just the nervousness of the prep getting ready, Abdul, was the main thing. And then I fell asleep on the couch and was late to pick my wife up for an hour. The kids came home from school and woke me up, and I'm like, oh shit. And that was at 5 o'clock. It was 5:30. So then I had to scramble, get up and go get her, and it was a little crazy. What Solomon? You have to do a DNA test. I think Vegan was related to you. The strange shape on the front of his trousers is a clue. Ah, we were just talking about tripods last night, or Saturday night. If you guys ever see the Solomon Project, if you watch his lives, I'm always joining him on Saturday night. He's a trucker, and he goes all over the country. And Phoenix, the guy's got a personality like me. If that makes sense. Uh, he's a joker like me, and when we get together, it's we've got some fun conversations. Especially this last Saturday, I was hammered when I got on. I'd been out drinking all night, and I think that was a little spicy. I had to re-listen to it today. There's so much shit that I missed that he just slipped under the radar. I'm listening to it today. You had me chuckling all day long. Yeah, Jamal, I appreciate you putting them out there, man. You always have something positive to say. Was Miss Helms able to make it, Solomon? Miss Tara Helms? I couldn't see the chat the entire time. This is the only time I'm actually able to participate. Well, that was a non-alcoholic. Did I finish the regular one? There we go. Oh yeah, Nikki jalapeno smoothies. That's a joke. Is because this guy used to have jalapeno smoothies, and every morning on his way in, he'd have to stop on the way for an emergency restroom stop. Oh wow, there's a lot of chat. Once I go off alive, I'm not gonna be able to see it, so I'm gonna go back and see what I can do. Two grown men having fun. I believe Nikki. I'm going over the other comments. Uh, who needs baby oil when we have olive oil? Oh yeah, definitely. I don't know if Auntie was able to get all those things. Vinegar and salt makes it limp. Yeah, Solomon. Yeah, on the onions, vinegar and salt makes it limp. Along with ugly people. Solomon. You blow up, you might be jealous tonight. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I think Auntie covered all the rest of them. I'm gonna go back to the live chat. Oh shit, there's a lot of chat. Yeah, Max. All right, Max says hi, guys. Come on. Just be. Hey. Good. Knock over my beer. Wonderful. Now he's gonna drink it. I think that was his whole intention. What are you doing? All right, let me see. Let's see. Oh, she did come. Okay, good. Awesome. Miss Holmes came. That's great. Check out Solomon's page. Yes. That's nice. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it gets easier cooking live as I go. I was just nervous. It was my first time, so I couldn't imagine doing this like you were doing with nobody to read the except for your wife, to read the chat to you while you were going. I got to converse, I got to talk to somebody. But I feel like I know most of you guys, conversing, so I felt comfortable. Max wants to go out. Come on, Max. Sit. 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 Come on. It's dark out here, so. All right, go. He wants to chase some rabbits. Fun fact is the day that I brought the puppy home was the day that Phoenix was coming over for dinner. And yeah, Phoenix was there for the first day that I brought Max home. Oops. You know what? I was nervous. See, I'm not nervous when I go on lives with you guys, Abdul, with you and Solomon. I'm just having fun and just being myself. Just talking to you guys. When I had to set everything up, I'm going, okay, did I forget everything? Did I do this? Did I do that? It's kind of like when you set up a station in a restaurant, you're like, oh shit. You, you worry about if everything's ready, but that's why you do good and you succeed is because you're worrying about that shit and you get it all ready. And good night, Steel. Oh, Phoenix, good night. Hey, good night, Phoenix. I love you, bro. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you, Jamal. I'm glad that I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys did. I know. She wanted to do blackened salmon and some other dinners and stuff, but figured I'd show you guys we actually make those salmon tacos at my work. I figured I'd show you the recipe. Plus my friend Nelly. Can you take him off of the lead, please, love? Can you unchain him? I figured you guys would like it. So you're not leaving, but you do want to hear me say that you love me. I love you, Solomon. And I would also love another Dos Equis.
Are you cheating on mom?
No, I'm not cheating on mommy, honey. This is my OnlyFans page that I'm starting.
Wait, what?
You just caught that, love.
Dude, what the flip? I have like a really important test tomorrow. Actually, no.
All right, I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be loud, love.
The really important test is next week. This is just a pre-midterm. My actual midterm is next week.
Well, if I'm keeping you up, you let me know. Yeah, it's funny. She didn't catch it right at first, huh, John? How's my lighter? So now I'm relaxed. Yeah, I fell asleep. Didn't pick the kids up from the bus stop. They're only a block away, but usually I pick them up when I'm home. They woke me up, and I'm like, oh shit. They're supposed to pick their mother up a half hour before because I had the car. Yeah, it was a little crazy right before. Like I said, I couldn't get a hold of Auntie. She wasn't picking up the Discord phone. I'm going, oh shit. What am I going to do? You know? So, if anybody else wants to go live with me, I'd love to. You know? I don't think when I go live, I don't think I can go unless I'm playing like a video game or reading a book. I think Auntie had a good idea because when I do want to get monetized, when I got time during the summer, um, maybe I'll just read a book to keep the time going, or play video games. You know, something like that. But I can't on the lives, like especially with like the cooking and stuff. I can't do this with the chat. It's really hard to see. Number one, especially when you're trying to concentrate on cooking. Like you said, I almost fucked up the onions tonight. You know, the fried onions. I didn't get the oil hot enough, but I wasn't paying attention, and you know. Nikki, you're scared to go live at home because your family will embarrass you. Your family's your family. My daughter, I used to pick her up from school and I'd be playing classic rock when I picked her up when she was about 12 years old. She's 30 now. Harmony, I don't know if you're watching this, but she said to me one day, she says, "Can you just play some hip hop?" And I said, "Yeah, no problem." So the next day, I pull up, radio blasting, hip hop to hibby to the hip hop, you don't stop. Some old school shit. She got into the car and sunk down so far in the seat. She didn't want any of her friends to see. It's like, what? You wanted hip hop? I'm playing some hip hop. This is Sugar Hill Gang, honey. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that little story. I told it to my coworker, and he's my boss. He thought that was hilarious. I think I embarrass my kids more than they embarrass me. The only time they embarrass me is if they don't have manners in public, you know, and then that embarrasses me. But other than that, them being themselves, I don't give a shit. You know, we live kind of. I let them do their thing. They all got their own personalities, their own little things, you know. And it's funny because you can have children. You can have two children. You can have twins. And actually, one of the bosses that I worked with was telling me a story when he had a pair of twins, two boys, and when he went to give them a cracker while they were in their playpen together, and one of them reached up with his right hand to grab the cracker, and the other one reached up with his left hand to grab the cracker because they were both, one was right-handed and one was left-handed. You know, kind of a fun little thing. But kids, I mean, um, the middle stepdaughter, she's 19. Yeah, 19. Yeah, she's 19 years old now. She moved out. She started her own thing. But when she was 2 years old, she was getting up into every cupboard, opening everything up. You know, I used to put the marshmallows on the top shelf, you know, so she couldn't get into them. And I walk around the corner one day and she's all the way up on the top shelf, reaching around trying to get the marshmallows. Jesus. I had to put a lock on the refrigerator because one night, in the middle of the night, she decided she was going to give the cat some milk and dumped a whole gallon all over the floor, trying to put some milk in the cat bowl. And I said to myself, "Oh my God, she's going to be trouble." I love her so much, but yeah, she was a lot of work. That's for sure. Let me see. I can miss the chat telling stories. Sorry. All right, the Solomon Project that came out when Abraham Lincoln got his first haircut. Yes, sir. That's why I cranked it. Jamal and Sal, I'm having a great time with everybody. Brandon live here is awesome and cool. Thank you, Jamal. I appreciate it, buddy. Nikki, my son had to announce if he had to fart in public. I was so embarrassed. Oh, your son had to announce. Oh, you know, my favorite thing to do in the grocery store with my kids is crop dust people. I don't know if you know what crop dusting is, but it's when the planes, they go down over the fields and they put all the poison, you know. So I'll just let one rip, and as I'm walking by, I'll look at one of my daughters when they notice the smell and go, "Lily, please." And they get all embarrassed. So, and that's what I love about my YouTube family. I get joy. I'm glad you get joy, Jamal. I get joy from you. You bring me joy too, brother. Keisha. All right. So my 12-year-old walked into a public restroom and he wound up running out of there, making sure nobody knew we were together. Yeah, it's funny when they're 12, 13, then they start getting embarrassed. Yeah, that's the time. They're embarrassed with their old man, old mom, you know. Nikki, I'm glad you're having a good time there, honey. No, you got to crop dust them and then blame your kids. Especially if it's loud and you let one rip, just Lily. I'm using my middle daughter, but as an example. But yeah, you do it. That's how me and my wife. That's how I knew I wanted to marry my wife. You know, I was. I want to say like I lived a swinger lifestyle before then. I was gonna be single. I wasn't gonna get nailed down with anybody. You know, and me and my wife were on a date. Probably I told Solomon this on Solomon's. We went on a date and I couldn't hold it and I just ripped one and she just looked over at me and started giggling and that's when I knew she was the right one for me. Don't blame the kids. Oh, come on. Oh, he would yell out at you that that was you. Make a big scene. My girls are timid in public, so when we go out, they're well mannered, which I'm thankful for because I don't like disrespectful kids. You know, I see it at work all the time where the kids are just disrespectful, and it's drives me nuts. Where's your mom? You know, it's got a delay on the chat. I know that by a couple. I think it's like 10 seconds, something like that. I don't know if anybody knows, but all right, Michelle, your older brother let one rip in the store once, and he had headphones on. Everybody looked at him, even me, and he said, "What? I didn't do it. You did." Oh, he blamed you. Yeah, the blame game. That's what they used to say. First one smelt it, dealt it. He who denied it supplied it. Yeah, I got a full room. I'm not gonna hang up till everybody wants to get out. As long as everybody wants to chit chat or talk, I'm here. Nikki's having a good time. No, Abdul, I'm gonna hang out until everybody's ready to leave. I don't know. I'll chit chat. If anybody has any questions for me, by all means, you know, I'm an open book. I am who I am. I don't have the glowing ears. You remember that first live that we tried? Oh, a little bit, I guess. Remember my ears were glowing because the light was behind me? Yeah, there they go. Red ears. See? If I put the light right behind me. You have to make sure to wipe. Yes, and always wipe from the front to the back so you don't get an infection. Okay? You don't want to get a yeast infection, Solomon. Nikki, what's my favorite meal to cook? Stuff like that. Tacos, Caribbean food, things like that. I love Caribbean food. I make at work. I'll get some jerk seasoning, and when they're gonna do the fried chicken, I grab a few pieces for the staff, and I'll make some jerk chicken with that. You know, Jamaican, um, Haitian, Puerto Rican, South American. Those are my favorite things to do. You know, I made a special the other day with a Lebanese garlic sauce, which is just it's called toum. I don't know how to pronounce it. Toum, but it's just basically garlic and oil and salt and lemon juice. That's it. But it almost makes like a mayonnaise consistency. It makes like a spread, and I guess it's like a table um, condiment over in the Middle East, which is awesome. It's very, if you like garlic, it's awesome. If you don't like garlic, then you'll hate it. Those things. All right. Oh goodness. You like to boil water, Solomon? Yeah, yeah, me too. I boil water, and then I throw it on the people who annoy me. Oh, you got a deer, vegan. I went to Maine this summer. Um, One of my aunts passed away, and we went up there for her services. And the friend's house that we were at, there were deer all over the place. In Florida, you don't see them, Florida's pretty much mostly developed, but yeah, deers are cool. I've actually got a video of one pooping. I'll put it up when I'm done with the live, because we were just standing on the thing and he just stopped all of a sudden. And I was filming it and started pooping. Oh, just right out in front of your house? That's awesome. That's awesome. Over here, I got coyotes, I got foxes, raccoons. Raccoons were a big pain in the ass when we first moved in. Um, they like to shit in water, and so my pool on the steps would always have fucking raccoon shit. And once I got Max, yeah, they don't like coming around, you know. Phoenix, you're still here. Love you, bud. Me and Phoenix. Phoenix, you want me to tell them the Ohio story now? If you're live, if you're here, I'll tell the Ohio story. But I'm not going to tell it unless you're present, buddy. Okay? You let me know, because that is one of my favorite stories. I actually used the reference to that in my best man speech at his wedding. And oh, it was a story. It was a story. That was a very fun anecdote. And if you don't mind me sharing it, I will. Uh, yeah, that's. I can't stop smiling right now because just thinking of it. Rats in New York City were stab-proof vests. Wear stab-proof vests. I think that's what you mean. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And the cockroaches in South Florida carry fucking handguns. So, I'm in the same boat. Down here, it's the fucking bugs. Cockroaches are fucking crazy. Phoenix, are you still up? Phoenix, if you're still up, if you're still listening, man, let me know. Give me your permission to tell the Ohio story. John, little cups. I don't know what that means. It's what do you call it? Trophies. Thank you, John. Solomon. So you got rats with knives, and you got roaches with. Oh fuck! Hold on, Max got out. Come on, Max. Good boy. That was the easiest time I've ever got him in when he got loose. Say hi, Max. Good boy. So I got to give him a treat now. Now I got to give him a box. Come on. You guys want to see the box? Max loves the box. Ready? Ready? Oh boy. There you go. Get it, Max. He is my paper shredder. I can't see what you guys are seeing, but Max loves to shred some papers. Yeah, he's killed it. No, Solomon, the raccoons want to take a dump in my pool. Oh, speaking of which, everybody in Florida's got a pool. Everybody knows that, right? Everybody in Florida's got a pool. And if you guys want to see mine, uh, yeah, there it is. It's got a bad leak. It's empty. It's gonna get filled with dirt. It's one of my projects I'm working on. Gonna cut the fiberglass out of it and fill it with dirt. Abdul, that was a joke, man. Because the preconception is everybody in Florida has palm trees and everybody's got a pool. That was a little joke. Kind of like everybody in Spain chases bulls around, or lets bulls chase them around. You know, because I had a Spaniard that I work with, and he said something. He said, "Yeah, everybody thinks that Florida is palm trees and swimming pools." And I said, "Yeah." So yeah, everybody thinks that Spain's running around with bulls. So he laughed and yeah, I see your point, my friend. Oh, a lot of swamp out here, Abdul. A lot of swamp. Hey, Solomon, thank you so much, man. Have a great night. Thanks. Always enjoy it anytime around. And thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting. That's great. Love you, bro. Oh, Phoenix says I can tell the story. Phoenix says I could tell the Ohio story. All right. So, my buddy Phoenix. Come on. Come on. All right. Now I got him inside. He's not going to bother us. All right. So Phoenix, I just was coming back from a trip from somewhere. I don't remember. I hadn't even had my bags unpacked. And Phoenix, one of my buddies, um, he's quadriplegic. He's in a wheelchair, an electric wheelchair, as it pertains to the story. Um, we get. He says, "Hey, I'm going to Ohio to meet to see his girlfriend because he had a girlfriend, and then she moved to Ohio, and he was going to go on a road trip to go meet her. And I had my girlfriend at the time, and we had just got back from South Carolina, moving from South Carolina. Literally, our bags were not unpacked yet. We just got home that night, and Phoenix rolls up in a bus and is like, "Hey, you guys want to go?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why the fuck not? Got nothing planned yet. We haven't even unpacked our bags. We didn't even have a couch to sleep on. We were just getting organized. So we hop in, we drive the whole way up to Ohio, to Columbus, Ohio. And it was a fun trip. The van broke down up in Central Florida. His mother came and brought his van. He had a van with a wheelchair access lift. So there's 6 freaking hippies crammed into this van. And we hit the road. We get up there. And the first place we go to, one of the guys that was in there says, "Hey, my friend's a performer." And we're like, "Oh, that's cool." He says, "Yeah, he does his live show in this bar. When we go there, we gotta go." And me and Phoenix were like, "Yeah, okay, no problem. We'll go. It'll be fun, Why not while we're there?" And Max wanted to come out, then he changed his mind. Yes, sorry for getting distracted, guys. So we get up there, and then we find out that it's a gay bar. Okay, and the guy is a drag queen. You know, we're like, okay, cool. So we get to this part in Columbus, Ohio, and they don't have any wheelchair accessibility to get into the club. So it's me, my girlfriend, him, his girlfriend, and about 3 other people. So these guys come out, these bouncers come out, and they're some of the biggest, brawniest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. They're just the no neck kind of guys, walking around like, and they walk out and they look. Oh, I think we can get him in. And I'm trying not to laugh, you know. So these 4 big motherfuckers grab each, because you got to understand an electric wheelchair weighs about 500 pounds. Plus, Phoenix is 6'2", and yeah, you got all his weight in there too. And but these guys all grab him and they're shuffling him in. They're getting him up the steps, and they're just manhandling the cart to get him in. And one of them just flips out. He goes, "That would be my foot." And I'm locking eyes with Phoenix the entire time, and we're trying not to laugh, but we're just holding it in, like, So it was a very funny experience, But yeah, I said that in my best man speech to his wedding. I was like, "Oh, we've had a lot of fun times, Phoenix. That would be my foot." So, all right, let's see. Good night, Solomon. Yep, everybody's leaving. All right. Well, if everybody's leaving, you guys have a great night, and thank you so much for coming live with me. I do appreciate it. John, you were supposed to be a moderator. I don't know if you're on a different account. I'm going to add this account as a moderator. All right, buddy. Thank you. Max, settle down. Oh, he wants some water. And Sal, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you for spending some time with me. Settle down, Max. Yeah, I guess I'll log this off, but thank you guys all for coming. I really appreciate it. I had fun. I think Auntie had fun too. So, have a great night, guys. I don't know. I gotta figure out how to end this because I'm not used to this here. John, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being a friend. I'm gonna slam like 2 more Dos Equis and then go eat some tacos. Love you guys. End the stream. Here it is, officially. You guys have a great night. Good night, Quiet. Thank you so much. Thank you, Quiet. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Oh, it was 2 hours and 15 minutes. Not bad, I guess. I think I did all right.